Hello, welcome back to Digital Titans. This is our effort to simplify digital marketing and make it actionable for everybody, where you could get information from our training videos and you could start creating campaigns and start with your uh, digital marketing activities with a strong foothold, right? So let's delve into the session today, and we will be talking about where do Google Ads show? I mean, a lot of people talk about ads on Google and how many types of Google Ads can one have. Where do these show? How do you get these things done? Where do you start? So that is what we would be talking about today. Now, the first question that we need to ask is, where do Google Ads show? Now, if you look at the thumbnails or the images next to, right in front of you, now if Google Ads show in the search results when somebody searches for any particular keyword on Google. They show as banner ads on other websites. I'm pretty sure you would have seen these on some blogs, or you would have seen these on other websites where related ads show up. And on YouTube, of course, that we would have, there's no chance we would have missed looking at these videos or ads or video ads as we talk about them. And the most familiar sort of ad that we would look at is the skip ad option that you see when there is a video ad that plays before the actual video that you want to watch. Then there is something called as remarketing or retargeting. Remarketing is basically a concept where it basically falls under banner ads on the other websites. Now, I mean, Google Ads can show on any country, any location based upon where you have targeted, and they basically can show on mobile devices, tablets, and desktops. So, if you ask me where do Google Ads show, they show on Google Search, they show on other websites, they show on YouTube, of course, and there are other places where you would see them, like in the form of shoppable images on Google. So, that is what we would be looking at in the next few slides. First things first, in order to have an ad running on Google, you need to sign up for something called as Google AdWords, which is the name of the advertising platform that Google has. And now types of Google ads can be broadly classified into search ads, display ads, which means these ads show on mobile ads, video ads, flash ads, the banner ads as they're famously called as. And you would also see something called as Google shopping ads, and on YouTube, of course. Now, when I say that you have to sign up for Google AdWords, please be very, very clear that it's a free sign up. You don't have to pay anything while you sign up for the Google AdWords account. Now, you would have to pay the advertising expenses once you have your keywords ready, or your placements ready, and then when you finally decide that you want to advertise. Now, to sign up for a Google AdWords account, all you need is a working email ID and password. Now, this could be a Gmail ID, this could be a Hotmail, Live.com, Outlook.com, Yahoo, it could be any email ID. And the sign up process is for free. And we have made another video where we show you the step by step process of how to sign up for a Google AdWords account. Now, there was a phase when you could sign up for one Google AdWords account using one email ID. It was very unique to that email ID. But now, with the recent advancement, what you could do is you could create about 6 AdWords accounts with one email ID. Now, let's get started. Google search ads. Now, as the image shows, the image block that you see in yellow is where the Google ads would show up. There was a time when Google ads used to show up on the right hand side of the search results, but they don't show there anymore. Now, when you search for something on Google, either the ads show at the top or at the bottom of the page. You won't see any ads onto the right hand side. Now, how do these ads come up? I mean, what needs to be there for these ads to be running or to show up? Now, as I've told you, the first and foremost criteria that you should have is you should have a live working AdWords account. Now, once you've created the AdWords account, the ads will show on Google search when somebody searches for a keyword. So Google is not going to search anything on its own unless you put in a keyword. So these search ads, the Google search ads or text ads as they're called as, are typically triggered by keywords. And these are auction based. Auction based meaning it depends upon how much you're bidding for these keywords. If there are a group of advertisers who are searching for, let's say, books online, and there would be about 4 to 5 advertisers who would be advertising on the same product. So now who shows on the first? It depends upon a lot of other factors, but these are decided by the auction, the Google ad auction. So whoever is pricing or is paying a competitive bid, there is a chance that their ad might show on the top. Please understand, the bid or the amount that you pay for click is not the only deciding factor for deciding where your ad would show. Now, on Google search, you would only look at text ads, and you can pay for clicks or conversions. If you have an ad and if somebody clicks on your ad, you could pay Google then, or you could pay when somebody performs a desired action on your website, like a sale or a sign up. These ads show on the top and at the bottom of the search results, and these work fine on computers, mobiles, desktops, tablets, laptops, etc. Now, each ad that you see on Google on Google search specifically has a structured format. You would have two headlines of 30 characters each and one description line for 80 characters. At the end of this presentation, I would show you how a live Google ad would show when somebody searches for a particular keyword. Now, if you look at the search campaigns, this is a sample of what would happen when somebody searches for a keyword called fresh coffee. When you search for fresh coffee, what you see here in blue is the headline of the ad. Now, the green link that you see is your URL, which is the display URL because it's displayed. And homemade gelato, fresh cakes, and free Wi Fi is the description of the ad text. Now, the same ad would show probably like this on a mobile phone, right? Now, if you look at the stages involved, you create your search ad, then you locate your audience. Who do you want to target? Do you want to target people searching for keywords so and so, and who are located in a particular geography? And then you can pretty much start off with your own budget, with any budget that you are comfortable with, and then you can start your ads on Google search. Now, the second type of ad that we would be talking about today is Google Display Ads. Now, this is a very, very, very interesting format of ad, primarily aimed at increasingly reaching out to wider audiences. Let's go back in time and let's assume Uber is going to be launched pretty soon. Assume that we don't have Uber anymore. Now, when Uber wants to launch, the prime goal of Uber is to make sure people around the world, around the globe, know that there is something called as Uber which is going to be launched soon. Now, since it is not already launched, we have no idea if there is something called as Uber, and there is no way we could search for book an Uber or book a cab on Uber. So how does it reach out to the audiences? How does it make sure it tells people that there is something called as Uber which is coming out? Now, that's where Google Display Network comes handy. What would happen is Uber, along with Google AdWords technology and the assistance of the Google network, would tap into all possible websites which are related to cab, transport, local transport, and Uber would show up their ads on all these related websites. So what would happen if I am somebody who is looking at a carpooling service to reach to office to get to work every day, and I look at those websites and I'm reading a blog about a carpooling service, and if there is an ad next to that which talks about Uber being launched and how you can easily book a cab and go to work, there is a definite chance that I would be clicking on that and on that ad to know more, right? So that's how Uber tapped into a lot of potential audiences by showing their ads on all related websites. So that's how Google Display Ads work. Now, the ads that you see here are screenshots of image ads that were showing on shopping related websites. So if you go to a shopping related website, now this was an ad for Shopify, which is exactly talking about e-commerce and online shopping. And I was reading an article on one of these shopping blogs, and I see an ad for Shopify. So if I am a seller, I would definitely be interested in clicking on this ad to know more about how I can start a store on Shopify and how I can sell my products. Now, let's go back a few slides and see that these are search ads and they're triggered by keywords. On the contrary, display ads are triggered by content, the context of what is being talked about on the website. If there is a website which is talking about best-selling books, there is a 100% chance that if you look at an Amazon books ad on that page, there is a definite probability that you would be clicking on it. So that's how Google and Amazon work together to match the context of the website to the context of the ad so that they would reach related audience pretty easily and on a large scale. Now these are also auction based, which means that you would have to bid on the ads, and you would have to see how much should you bid competitively to show your ad on related websites. Now on the Google Display Network, you could show text ads, you can show image ads, you can show video ads, you can show flash banner ads, etc. And on Display Network, or when you're showing or when you're dealing with display ads, you can pay for clicks when somebody clicks on an ad. You can pay for impressions when somebody views your ad for about 1,000 times, right? And then you can pay for conversions when somebody performs a desired action on your website. So you have a functionality, or you have the flexibility to choose whether you want to pay for clicks, or do you want to pay when 1,000 people view your ad, or you want to pay when somebody converts on your website. So you could choose whatever you want. And display ads show, they're eligible to show on computers, laptops, desktops, mobiles, and tablets. And you can add logo, image, etc., which makes it visually appealing to the audience who is looking at it. Now, if you look at these ads, there is imagery. There is not just text, right? And then you can choose what sites to show upon, and then accordingly bid competitively to show your display ads on those websites. So that's how you could reach out to a larger audiences on Display Network and make sure you get a lot of traction online. Now finally, what you see is the ads on YouTube. Now in all the next few slides, the images that you see, wherever the section is marked in red, these are typically where your ads would show on YouTube. So let's look at this image. When I'm watching a video, there is an image ad or a text ad in the rectangle format here that is an ad. And while I'm watching a video, when I search for something using the search box, I see something here, right? This is also an ad. Those ads can be shown on YouTube. And how does it work? YouTube is not just for watching videos or entertainment. It's also for making sure we promote our businesses and brands in the form of videos to relevant audience. And these get a lot of traction, a lot of visibility, a lot of reach, and it actually has a long-lasting effect on your audience. Now, the ads can be shown either with keywords or content, which means you can decide to show your ad when somebody searches for fitness videos on YouTube, or you could show your ad while the video for a fitness video is playing. So it's completely dependent upon you if you want to target for using keywords or using content. And then the main ad that you see on YouTube, as soon as you go to youtube.com, there's a video ad that plays on the homepage of YouTube. Now these ads are not auction based, which means nobody has to compete in terms of paying the bid, right? So these ads are reservation based, which means you would call up or people at Google and you would talk to them and you would tell them that you would want to reserve the spot for a particular day. So these are reservation based ads, and you can show text ads, image ads, videos, etc. on YouTube. And strange but very reasonable and logical that you do not pay for clicks or impressions on YouTube, you just pay for views. Now when you want to pay for views, it typically is cheaper than how much you would pay for a click or an impression, and you pay only when somebody views your video, and if they do not view your video, you don't have to pay them. Now there is an extraordinary reach considering billions of people come to YouTube each day, and which guarantees a better visibility and reach. Alright, so I have put together a couple of ads and what they're called as, along with their size specifications and what you need to consider while you go for these ads in the next few slides, which would serve very well if you want to get started on YouTube, right? Now, different types of ads on youtube.com. The first thing that you see is display ads, the one on the right hand side, the red block on the right hand side. Now, these are the sizes, and if you want to create them, you could follow these guidelines. And the ad shows up next to your video, but it is a lower paying ad format than the skippable ad. The skippable ads are the ones, the video ads that play even before your original video starts. Now appears only on desktop and laptop computers. Views from mobile devices will not count as a monetizable view in this, because considering the size of the mobile screen. So these ads are display ads on YouTube. Now then you have something called as overlay ads, which appear across the bottom 20% of the video window. So try to avoid placing important visuals in this part of the frame because there's a chance that it might get ignored. Now it currently appears only on desktop and laptops, and views from mobile devices is not counted as monetizable because as I said, considering the screen resolution, it doesn't make sense to show these ads here. Now viewer can dismiss these ads at any time. They can just there's a cross button on the top right hand side and they could close it anytime they want. Now skippable video ads are the most popular ones on YouTube, and it's most common as well, right? And viewers can skip the ad after viewing it for 5 seconds. They can be inserted before, during, or after the video. Currently, the only ad format that allows you to potentially monetize views from any viewing device. Now, these ads could show on mobile, they could also show on desktops and laptops. There's a very important point to remember here. If the user skips the video, if you are advertising using a video ad on YouTube, and you are allowed to skip, users are allowed to skip the video within 5 seconds. So the moment you see the skip ad, if you skip it, if the user skips it, you would not have to pay Google for that view because the user skipped it. However, if he doesn't skip it after 5 seconds, and even if the ad shows for 7 seconds, you would still have to pay for the view. Now you have non-skippable video ads and long non-skippable video ads. So sometimes you would wonder why you will not see why you do not see a skip option to these videos, right? Now these are called as the non-skippable ads. Now viewers see the ad before your video plays, and they must watch the entire 15+ second video, which may deter viewers who don't know the value of your videos, obviously. Now these can be inserted before, during, or after the video. Currently appears only on desktop and laptop computers. Now views from TVs or game consoles will not count at this point in time. Then you have mid-roll ads, right? And please note that the size of the ad is full screen, which means it's right here. Now these are currently available for videos over 10 minutes. Ads that are spaced within the video, like TV commercials, viewers must watch these videos before continuing through the video. Now if you can insert ad breaks at natural pauses between scenes for the best viewing experience, because nobody would want to sit and watch an ad for about 10 minutes. Now currently appears only on desktops and laptops. Views from TVs or game consoles are not counted at this point in time, and you can add them manually or automatically. Now bumper ads are the ones which are quick ads. Now these are, these are lightweight as they say, and non-skippable video ad, but these are only 6 seconds long. Now these are the best to be, if you have a product and if you want to create a bumper ad, it's super advantageous if you're trying it on mobile, because it's optimum for that viewing on mobile. Now viewers must watch the entire ad before your video can be viewed. It's just about 6 seconds. Then you have Google Shopping, the shopping ads that we are talking about. Now when you search for something on Google, let's say mobile phones, right below the search term you will see a certain set of ads which are text ads, and on the right hand side, if you look at the inset image here, now these are appearing on the right hand side in the form of these images. Now these are images of products, right, that advertisers across the globe are advertising. And to advertise these things, these are not text ads, these are not image ads, these are not YouTube ads, these are Google Shopping ads, which means you would have to create a shopping campaign for these. Now what's best for me? It depends upon goal of your business, what budgets you have in mind, what are your target markets, where is your target audience, what is the profile of your people, are these mostly people who are using mobiles or desktops? If you're somebody who has designed a video game, now it doesn't make sense to advertise more on laptops, because these days all the mobiles are there in the form of apps, and the best thing would be to decide to show up only on mobiles, right? Now it also depends upon the industry and other factors which are very specific to that industry. So you need to look at all these factors before deciding what's the best form of ad for you. Now the summary: over the years, Google AdWords has been a viable channel of advertising. Accurate targeting and letting advertisers decide how much they want to spend rather than forcing figures down their throat is one big advantage. And yeah, that's it. So happy advertising on Google. And if you have any more questions, you know what to do. Just reach us at titansofdigital@gmail.com. And just to repeat, what we do is we try to simplify digital marketing, and we do not charge for these as much as possible. And our intention is to make it accessible and actionable for all the aspiring digital marketers. That's Digital Titans for you, signing off. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Cheers.